Good morning, Year 5. Today we're going to be looking at calculating perimeter. So we should remember what that is. We've covered that in class before, but we are going to do a quick recap and then you will be able to answer your questions nice and easily. So as we know, the perimeter is the outside area of a shape or a polygon. So it's the outside length of a polygon, okay? So before we start using centimeters, we are just going to use squares. So the first thing we are going to do is we are going to calculate the length of each line using squares. So let's start here. So we have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then let's go to this one. So we've got 2 here. And then here we've got 2 as well. Then here we've got 2 as well. And then along the bottom we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then we've got 4 up the side. So then what we need to do is we need to add all of those together. So we've got 5, add 4, add 7, add 2, add 2, add 2. Okay? So we've got 7 add 5 is 9. Oh, 5 add 4 is 9. Add 7 is 16. Add 2 is 18. Add 2 is 20. Add 2 is 22. So our length of the outside area of our shape is 22. Okay? So I'd like you to pause the video and have a go at this one. Remember, you are just using the squares. Okay, let's have a go. Let's go across the top first. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then down the side we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we've got 1 here, so we need to remember we need to get both of these sides in. Then we've got 2 here. Then we've got 4 up the side. So we are doing 7, add 5, add 5, add 1, add 2, add 4. So 7 add 5 gives me 12. 12 add 5 gives me 17. 17 add 1 gives me 18. 18 add 2 gives me 20. 20 add 4 gives me 24. So the length of my outside, the length of the outside of my shape or polygon is 24. Okay. Now I would like you to have a go at this one. So which shape has the greatest perimeter? So estimate which one you think has the greatest perimeter. Okay, so some of you might have picked this one. However, some of you may have not. If you picked this one, the smaller one, you are correct. And I will tell you why. The perimeter is the total length of the sides of a polygon. So we know that, we just learned about that. However, a polygon is a closed shape made of straight lines, okay? So because this isn't connected, it is not a closed shape. So in fact, we couldn't work out the perimeter of these lines because it is not closed. So this one would have had the greatest perimeter. So remember, all the lines have to be connected to be able to work out the perimeter. It has to be a polygon. Okay, now we've got our numbers. So we are simply going to work out the perimeter. However, you might see there's a bit of a problem because I'm missing one of my lengths. You can see here I am missing one of my lengths. Okay, so let's have a look. So we can see here we've got this 5. So let's start with this line first. We've got this shape here, this line, okay? And this 5 is the same length as this line and this line added together. So you can see that the length of this is 3 and the length of this is 2. And if we added those together, it would give us 5, okay? So we can use that knowledge to help us work out what this line here equals. So if this line here equals 6, that is the same as the lines parallel to it. So remember, parallel means sides that are opposite it, but they will never touch. So we can see that this line here will help to find the length, and this line here. So these two lines would add up to make 6. So the calculation we need to do to find out the length of this missing line is 6 subtract 4. So we could work out that the length of that line is 2. 4 add 2 gives 6. Okay, so the lines that are parallel will equal the biggest length. Okay, this rectangle is used to form a new shape. So here is my original shape, and you can see the shortest side is 3 centimeters and the longest side is 6 centimeters. What is the perimeter of the new shape? So we can see where the rectangles are and how they've been placed. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to find all of the longest lengths on the outside of my shape. This one here wouldn't count because it's on the inside, so I wouldn't be able to use that one. It doesn't make up the size of my shape. So here I've got 6 centimeters. Here I've got 6 centimeters. Here I've got 6 centimeters. And here I have got 6 centimeters. And then I'm going to do the same for my 3 centimeters. So I can see I've got a short side here. I've got a short side here. I've got a short side here. And there's one on top of it as well. Okay, and then I need to add them all together. But what I could do to make it easier for myself is I could see how many 6s have I got. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So I could do 6 multiplied by 4, which would give me 24. And then I could see how many 3s I have. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4 3s. So I could do 3 multiplied by 4, which would equal 12. And I could add them together. So I've got my 2 add 4 is 6. Then I've got my 2 add 1 is 3. So my answer would be 36. But I need to include my unit of measurement, which in this case is centimeters. So the perimeter of the shape is 36 centimeters. Okay, that's all for today. Nice and easy. So if you are doing silver, you are doing questions 1 to 3. If you are doing gold, you are doing questions 4 to 7. If you are doing platinum, you are going to have a look at the next page. Okay, and you will see you've got some discussion problems there that you can use your problem solving and reasoning skills with. Okay, remember when you are doing these, look for the parallel sides to help you work out the answers. Okay, and that's it from me. If you need any help, please email Mrs. Willis and we will get back to you as soon as we can.